platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way right there. So you saw the title, Jamaica robbed. That's the first question. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We're going to detail that throughout the video. And then 7 things that we have learned. So that will be the whole title of the video itself. But definitely, as you know, we are a Concacaf channel and we have to go through all the games and how impactful those games were towards Jamaica. So we're gonna start with it. What we saw last night. We're gonna start with the other game. So the second game, which would be Venezuela versus Mexico. All right, going into that one, Mexico was the slight favorites. All right, they were the slight favorites. But the game finished to 1-0 to Venezuela. So if you had watched the game, let me know what you saw in the game and what you learned from both of those teams. Let me go through both starting 11s so you could get it, all right? Venezuela's overall team's performance was a 7.14. Romo in goal. Then you have John at right back. Nahuel as right centre-back. Left centre-back, you have Yarden and Miguel over the left back. In midfield, you have Jose Martinez and Angel Arreda to finish off the 2 deeper line midfielders. Then in the cam positions, they have 3 there: Edward Bello, Jefferson, and Sotildo, with Solomon Rondon to finish the actual 11. That's their starting 11. Then you have Mexico. Mexico's listing is Julio Gonzalez in goal. Ortega goes back at left back. Juan Vasquez as left centre back. Right centre back Cesar Montes. George Sanchez as right back. Then we have Luis Chavez and Luis Romo starts because, as you guys knew, they had an issue as it relates to Alvarez getting injured. Then up front, their front 3 as in the cam position, you have Julian. We saw him the last time that came into the Mexican team. Carlos Rodriguez and Uriel Antuna with Santiago Jimenez. Those were the guys that started. And the game ended possession 6-1 possession to Mexico because obviously they dominate possession. That's just the Mexican team as a whole. All right. Expected goal was higher for Mexico, 2.52 to 1.19, and one big chance created for Venezuela, and Mexico created 5 big chances. So that is clear chances when you have the advantage in order to score. That is the difference right there. Total shots 10 to 18. All right. Yes, and obviously the passes 491 to 323. So definitely when it tells you who creates the more chances, who had the ball more, who pretty much control the game, because if you had watched the game, you would see that I still believe that Mexico control the game. I thought that. All right. And Venezuela was comfortable to play their system because they have a high level of stamina, which that is something that we have to give all South American teams. Their conditioning is very good. All right, so they can track back, block lanes. They don't care if you have the ball because they know that if they block the lanes, you have to mind. I've never seen this in my life. Teams, they always told me that when you have the football, you are less tired. That's what they told me in football. I have seen teams pressing teams and the team that has the football tired. I am telling you, that is the difference in level, which is the South American to the CONCACAF. That's what we have learned right there. So they had gotten the go-ahead goal in the 57th minute, which is Solomon Rondon scored that. So you guys talked about him, that he's old and he's in the Mexican league. Well, it showcases that he's a goal scorer and he keeps on doing his thing. All right, so that put them on 6 points. So they put themselves in pole position, and at this point it's either Mexico or Ecuador going through at this point. All right, Mexico or Ecuador going through at this point, because Mexico will be playing Ecuador in the final game. So by that definition, Jamaica would have been eliminated from the competition based on what happened right here. All right? Because it's only two teams actually advance and one of them has to get a result. All right, so that means Jamaica officially eliminated from the conversation. But what I saw over there, I wouldn't just beat Mexico. I thought that Mexico lived up to the hype, and they remind me of Mexico in the World Cup when they played the final game. They were the better team by far, and the Poland went through based off mathematics in the end. So I think they should not jump to fire their coach because they're playing good enough football. Sometimes their expectations are way too high. That's what I think can cost Mexico a lot of times. All right, let me try and get some persons in the chat. Guys, we have a lot of people commented. If you commented and you honestly want me to read your comment, I've done it always for you guys. Always hit the like button. That's the only thing you need to do here to get the visibility out there. So come on, man, do better than that. Should not be asking for likes because I bring the quality and the videos are here as proof. Lanzi, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Omar Fowling said, yes, that was a dead-on penalty. All right, we're going to talk about that. That's for Jamaica. We are dealing with Mexico now, Mexico and Venezuela. Lamar, blessings, massive respect. Chris Smith in the building, massive respect. Alan Weatherburn in the building as well. Venezuela is a hard team to break down, but they did break them down yesterday and should have won the game comfortable, to be honest. So that's why I said I have to give Mexico credit, even though they lost the game in end. They were wasteful with their chances, and that is the biggest problem. Blessings, RR. Like I said yesterday, Mexico was more dominant but lacked finishing. That is true. Jimenez will be called out. I can tell you, Jimenez will be called out for a person that scores so much goals in Europe. When he comes to the Concacaf, he's not producing. All right. Good morning, Mr. Joseph Brown. Massive respect. Thanks for the continuous support. I'm sure none of the Dixie fans will talk truth about transitional play at the end. We don't have to deal with that because I'm not going to make that be the center of the show, Omar, because I have the 7 things when I come on to Jamaica, and I will deal with that as well. All right. Lanzi said, for those who were surprised or impressed with Ecuador physicality, please watch Venezuela. Rasta tribe, big up yourself. Tired of hearing Mexico is the better team and can't win. We have to talk about what happened in the game. So just like how we said that Argentina was the way better team against Chile, but still won it just 1-0. We have to talk. We have to talk what we saw on the pitch. So at least we can educate others what took place. All right, because sometimes remember, sometimes you play good and don't win. All right, but it is a continuation because you're not just here to just play one game. You're here to produce something in the World Cup. So if you lose the game, so you should get fired. All right, then you're gonna restart, but the guy was playing good. So sometimes context matters. Stefan W. All right, context matters, and you have to. I have to abide by that rule because that's how I speak. I speak more in analytics and stuff, so I have to talk about the context as well. So let me move on now. So at this point, it's Venezuela, Ecuador, and Mexico. Venezuela first, Ecuador second, and Mexico third. Jamaica in the last position at this point. How you think it's going to finish? Who you're going with? You're going to have Mexico, Ecuador in the final game, and then you're going to have Venezuela, Jamaica in the final game. All right, let me know when you're rewatching this video what you're going with. Who you think will be the better of the 2 teams to qualify. All right, so let me move on to Jamaica game now. All right, I'm going to evaluate the game itself, then I'm going to go to my 7 things, which is separate from me evaluating the game as well. It's things inside it, but it's I put them separate. All right, and you can always give me your takes as to when I'm going through my 7 as well. So Jamaica 3-1 lost to Ecuador. First, I would say blessings. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Stefan W. Blessings, Juras, massive respect, thanks for being here. All right, yeah, man, guys, as you come in, please do hit like button. How to find the like button? Double tap your screen, you will see the like, share, and subscription. I have not shared this video, so if you guys, all 100 of you guys share the video, then we get 1,000 people here. So if you like what we do, and you honestly know that we are doing the best job you could possibly get when it comes down to Jamaica Concacaf work, definitely support it. If you don't believe so, then you don't have to support it, all right? But watch it and then evaluate it and then go back and research to see if you can join the cult membership of football. All right, yes. So anyways, 3-1, that was the overall thing. We're going to deal with it half by half because I think half by half is very much important, because the first half was so bad for Jamaica. I was surprised that we came off that field only losing 2-0. It was very, very bad. So in the first game, Mexico started off the first 15 minutes, dominated the game. All right, and then we played ourselves in. So I thought that we would have started off poor, but grew into the game by 15 minutes. But that never worked. We never grew into no game for the first half. The first half was horrible. Horrible. All right, let me try go through it. Just give you the stats first, and then I go through what took place in the first half, why it was so bad, and then talk about what we could have done to make it better from the start, and then what we did after to make it better in the second half. All right, so first half they had 54% to 46 possession. Majority of that 46, I think maybe like 35 out of that 46 for us was actually in our own half. All right, yes. They had 1.52 expected goals. We had 0.07. They had 3 big chances, 14 shots. We had 2 shots, nothing on target. All right, yes. And they had completed they had passed 155. We passed 131, which I explained that to you. We made 9 tackles, they made 10. All right. So we started, this is what we started with. We started with Jamali waiting goal. Deshaun Bernard at the back, Lati Bodier and Ethan Pinnock. So that's the back 3 right there. Then you have Greg Lee, KC Palmer, Damian Lowe, and Dexter Lembekisa. Bobby Reed, Shamar Nicholson, and Mikel Antonio. So that is how it started. All right, that is how it started. You guys could say it was a 3-4-1-2 because they were working in all other ways. Shamar Nicholson weren't really moving around too good, so sometimes it didn't really help out. All right, it didn't really help out. All right, so what I saw, that was the biggest problem. Like how we had said, it was the first ball, and the coach came out and said it was the first ball. In this game, we never won the first ball, the second ball, or the third ball. We never won nothing at all. So for Mexico, Mikel Antonio, because we went 1-3-2. So we went to Mikel Antonio, then Mikel Antonio fought for the ball, and then after we had an opportunity because you had Bobby Reed and KC Palmer closer to the ball to get something. We never had that opportunity at any point. Credit to Franco and Caicedo. They were dominant in the first half. They scrapped up every single thing. They walked rings around Palmer and Damian Lowe, especially Damian Lowe, because he was the one that they were trying to get closer to the ball to make an actual tackle. But they had noticed that he's the tackler of the two, and they made sure he never even got close to that opportunity at all. So kudos to Franco and Caicedo. Caicedo is a revolutionary footballer. All right, I can't understand why he's so bad at Chelsea. I think Chelsea might just never lived up to the hype at the time, but I thought that he worked himself in the tournament, in the Premier League, and showcased his quality that they saw at Brighton. He's a very, very good footballer, intelligent to a different level. He doesn't have the biggest size, and he embarrasses people with bigger size. Because Damian Lowe is like 6'3", and he's like 5'8", 5'9". All right, and he did his job. He was very much lethal. So we never won the first ball, second ball, or third ball. And then now they got in behind because we weren't getting the first and second ball, but we were going for those balls. And when we went for those balls, the space was vacant. So they put it straight in the space right there. And then Kendry Paes, he's on the ball right after. So he's the one creating everything right after, because now you run out of your position, both KC Palmer and Damian Lowe running for the ball but didn't get the ball, and then open that entire space. So they attacked the middle, every single minute they attack the middle. In the first 15 minutes we should have been 2-0 down. Wonderful lob pass into Paez. He looked like he knew what he wanted to do, but it looked congratulations to Wait ran out of his box very fast and made sure he had to make a decision faster. But I thought that if it was a natural striker, if it's Mikel Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, Valencia, they would have finished the chance very easier. All right, so that was the first one. Then the second one, he cuts into the traffic and then the shot was blocked. Those are that's two clear chances in the first 15 minutes. All right, and it continued right through the game. Then we conceded a goal off one of the same blocks that go out wide. Then KC Palmer trying to block Incape's whipping cross, and it took a wicked deflection, dropping top bins over the left-hand side post. And Wade couldn't deal with it none at all because he never expected nothing like that. All right. So, and then after, in the latter stage of the game, because we still couldn't, in around 35 to 40 minutes, we start finding some life to try play through the thirds. But Damian Lowe, he was running out of position, and because he's running out of position, we couldn't get that stability in that moment, and then he had to do more recoveries, and that's where he started to make the big tackles them, and the referee keeps talking to him. He did make a play inside the box when the guy put down his head and he gives his arm, and when I look at the replay, it was a little bit more stronger than what I first thought. But as what people said, he was the one put his head into the arm of Damian Lowe, so that was not deemed as anything that over the top bad. All right, that's over the top bad. And then after, he made a few more tackles. I'm going to give you his numbers. He played 45 minutes, 22 touches, 7 of 12 passes, which is 58%. Not good. Long ball, he tried 1 of 1. That is good. Tried a dribble. That never came off. 1, 0 of that. Then duels, 3 of 6. That is decent. Aerial duel, he lost both of those, which I told you they can't win it because of the positioning of the Ecuadorian team. 8 possession lost out of 22, which is a lot. Fouls committed 1 right there, and he had 1 clearance, 1 block shot, 1 block shot, 1 interception, 3 tackles. So that's what he did in that half. All right, and it was solely down to positioning was the problem, and that is where I had one of the first biggest problems. But I'm going to put that over the 7 things, so I'm not going to go into that. All right, but he was definitely one of the problems on the team. All right, and credit to the coach for seeing that and having the balls to do something about it. Let me go through the comments right here before we get into it. All right, so big up everyone for coming in. Please do it, like, want to share, and subscribe. Get the likes up, get the likes up, get the likes up, get the likes up. Oh, you do so, double tap your screen, the likes will be there. We have 180 people in the house and we have 40 likes. Disrespect at the highest level. All right, yeah man, do better than that. We should be 80 likes, 100 likes. We should not see 1, 2 likes going on. We should see 20, 50 likes going on. Come on, you don't get these level of analysis nowhere on planet Earth. I'm not asking you, so show some respect for it, because you can't refute what I'm saying. All right, yeah. Zaba HG said it's good that we are out of Copa. If we went through, we would face even more corrupt referees. All right, so very good footballer. Determined says, okay, big up yourself, Determined. I'm not going to take that praise as yet. I need to see the praise and the like button, or else I'm not happy. Kouani said, I don't know why people saying it was a penalty. It was not a penalty. Anybody saying it was really blind. We are going to discuss that right after. Don't worry yourself. Sherman Scott, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Big up yourself, Chris Smith. Lamar said, JD Bobby was very clumsy and soft in the middle. We're going to get to that. We're just breaking down the game. All right, you know what? I'm going to just break down the entire game and then start taking questions. Big up yourself, Marlon Nelson. Massive respect. Thanks for being here as well. So we conceded the penalty. Ethan Pinnock, I'm not sure if it was Paez or I think it was Caicedo that tried to lob it over the top. Ethan Pinnock jumps, and we had we had Greg Lee behind Ethan Pinnock with the unrushing, I'm not sure if it's Yeboah. Maybe it was Yeboah running with Greg Lee. There jumps with him and he heads the ball and it heads on his arm. But because his arm was extended and also he's blocking the goal, in my live stream, people were saying that it's too close. I'm saying, yes, it is too close. But based on the pattern and the rule, we saw them give those things in all competition worldwide because it's blocking an actual goal. So it is very much important. So I knew that they were going to give a penalty for that. And they went on and took the penalty to make it 2-0. All right. They were the better team completely in the first half because they won first ball, second ball, third ball. Their fluidity through the transitions were very good. They kept football to the basic transitions. They tried to go long way less because they wanted to make sure they took advantage of the pressing that Jamaica trying to initiate so they can get the free space right behind. All right, so they played a very intelligent game and we were very poor and terrible setup in the first half. Then now the second half, obviously the second half, it was so bad, and congratulations to all of my commenters. You guys, I have to give you guys massive respect because sometimes I take too much credit for things that I see, but you guys on match nights, for years now, you guys have always called it out instant. So we saw that Damian Lowe was a problem. Greg Lee side was dominated as well, all right, but that could be based on the fact that the width, he was not getting enough help as well. So that could be that as well. But he was definitely not the best. Lembekisa got caught out a few times as well. So both wingbacks and Damian Lowe were, and Shamar Nicholson. Shamar Nicholson was non-existent in the first half at all. I don't even know if he had 5 touches good in the first half. That's how low he was in the game, and we were crying for something. So those were the 4 players you saw instant needed to, something need to happen. Either you fix a formation that helps them, or you make some subs instant. So what the first thing I wanted Damian Lowe to come off because I know how the screenings and the patterns work. So I would have took off Damian Lowe and bring in Anderson and keep the 3 in midfield. That was my aim. So Damian Lowe was the only change I wanted to make instant, and maybe Shamar, take off Shamar so I can add more width with a winger. It's either going to be Cephas or Damari Gray. So I wanted Damari Gray and Anderson comes on at that point. So half time they made 2 substitutions. They took out Deshaun Bernard for reasons I don't know, because I thought that Deshaun Bernard was solid enough to stay in as one of the more lively centre backs. So they took out Deshaun Bernard and brought in Michael Hector. Then took out Damian Lowe and brought in Damari Gray. So he made one of the changes that I'm okay with. So and hopefully it's not an injury for Deshaun Bernard, but he was solid enough to stay on. Damian Lowe rightfully to come off because clearly he's either going to get a red card and he can't keep control of the game. That was very much evident. Even the biggest Damian Lowe fan said this is not working out. We need to stop it. Either play this man at centre back or don't play him at all. So I think yesterday is the last day we are going to do the experiment. I am almost certain of that. Because we see it enough. But we're going to get to that when it comes on. All right, so those were the 2 changes made at that time. So now you have the team spreading out because you have Michael Hector, Ethan Pinnock, then you have Greg Lee and Lembekisa. And now you have a midfield with a winger through there. So you have Bobby Reid on the field and you have Damari Gray. So it adds more width. It adds more width to the game. So now they couldn't keep it narrow. Remember at first I had said that they were running through the middle. Pius running through the middle majority of the time. Alright? So because of the width now, obviously they have to mark those widths as well. So automatically the game changed based on how the spacing of the game is. Alright? So the width it was completely different now. We are looking for wit to see if we can stop them crowdfunding the middle and getting the first, second, and third balls. So that was the sole story for that. Once the wit changed, the second half, let me give you the statistic in the second half. So the second half ended 37% to 63% in favor of Jamaica. Jamaica had 5 shots, but had 2 big chances this time. 2 big chances this time. And one thing I've left out in the first half, we always was a danger on set pieces. That was always a fact. That's the only way I saw we getting back in the game was set pieces from day one. From day one, it was set pieces. So that danger was still there with set pieces. But now it changed because we can hold the ball longer. So we can get more set pieces more frequent. So it's going to height the overall system and force Ecuador into something. All right. So after a set piece, again, after around 3 consecutive set pieces, the ball dropped down and Mr. Mikel Antonio improvised well and slotted it home to make it 1-0, the first goal ever scored for Jamaica in the Copa. I was surprised that was the case. Yes, so wonderful there, and definitely we are getting more repetition. All right, so we can come back again and try and get the corners, free kicks and everything. And then after that, now we got a next one that bounced. A next one came in, cleared, and bounced in the box, and then now we are rush. I think it was Hector trying to run down the ball, clipped it, and it was coming outside the box. It touched the arm of the player. Yes, I've watched the play 14 times more. It was coming back to his body. It was not on his body, it was out away from his body. All right, but it was coming in line with his body. But the rule states that if it's on your body, it becomes a part of your body. All right, so I was waiting for the referee to interpret that yes, it's in line with his body, so it smalls up himself, but it has not become full-fledged a part of your body as yet. So that could have deemed as a penalty. All right, but it's down to the referee's interpretation to give it a penalty or not. It is down to him to give it as a penalty or not. It was still down to him. All right, yes, because his arm did go in line with his body. All right, it did go, because I watched it every angle over and over after the game finished and everything, and I saw that okay, I could see why he doesn't give it as a penalty. You get me? But he could have given it as a penalty, and the opposing team cannot say anything. So I just believe that he favored the no penalty. I don't know. Some people would say that he's favoring it. What I would say then, favoring Ecuador, and I can clearly see that, because for me, I would have given it as a penalty. I would have given it as a penalty 100%. All right, I would have given it as a penalty 100%. I would have given it as a penalty 100%. All right, but I can see why he did not give it as a penalty. And please go and rewatch the game, rewatch that actual call, and then get all the angles, and then you can see the line. Read the rules. But the rules stated it have to make contact with your body before it becomes a part of your body. All right, and he never reached fully to his body. He never touched his stress or nothing. It was out. In line, yes, but he never put it back to his chest as yet. So for me, I am not crying, because Ecuador was the better team in totality. In its totality, that is true. I'm not crying, but I'm saying I can clearly see why people would say that is a penalty. But I can see why he interpreted it and don't give it as a penalty, you know. But the fact that you have VAR, you can rewatch it 3 times to see if it touches his chest to become a part of his body, which is the rule. Then once you don't see that, you give it as a penalty. You understand me? You give it as a penalty. You get me? You give it as a penalty. All right? That's my take still. I know I saw people saying our team is just trash. That's why we are trying to look penalties. But I think it is more of a penalty than a non-penalty, based on even the rules in the rule book. based on even the rules in the rule book, I think it's actually a penalty or than a non-penalty. I understand the rule book, but the rule book explains that he never touches his chest. He was in line, unless you're telling me that the rule updated, and once you're in line with your body, it becomes a part of your body. If you tell me that that's the new rule, then it's not a penalty. But based on the rule, the rule in the actual rule book, it is a penalty. All right, that's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna cry spill milk because they were the better team. But I think that if it went 2-2, we might could have tried to pull off something. Maybe not win the game, because I still saw that we were fading, and the changes that he would have made maybe would have been slightly different, and maybe go back defensive. I don't know what he would have done, but I can surmise what he would have done. That would have maybe not helped Jamaica as well. But at least give us the chance to fight out to the end. That's all I'm saying. And you know me, I'm an honest person. Anybody watch me, I don't just pick up for Jamaica because I'm Jamaican. I'm an honest analyst. But I think that is more of a penalty than a non-penalty. All right? Just move on from this. No. Why should I move on? I'm dealing with everything. I am dealing with everything. So just let me talk about it, man. All right, and then let me finish up the game. All right. Let me finish up the game. All right. So after that, the goal, we made a few changes. So we took off Shamar Nicholson and brought on Kaim Dixon and Anderson. I thought that that was a bad change right there. I don't think Kaim Dixon should have come on. At that time, I thought Cephas would have been the better option to bring on at that time, because I wanted just the blistering pace to open the width and open the channels for Mikel Antonio to run in. Kaim Dixon cannot do that. Kaim Dixon is not as physical, so I just knew that was a bad change. Even in the game, I said that is a bad change. I think that's a bad change. Anderson coming on was a very good change. It should have happened 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes before the game start. It should have happened. So that is clearly a change that is needed. But Kaim Dixon coming on was never a change needed, none at all, because he's not physical. He's not fast enough to get in behind these guys, and these guys is not Mexico's tiki-taka system. They are literally a physical team that wants to run you down, so you're not gonna get any chance. So that was not good enough change for me. I would have gone for Cephas and then switch place. If I want to bring on Kaim Dixon, I would have brought him on when they take out Lambakisa. So 4 minutes later, that's what I would have done. All right. So when Kaim Dixon comes in, the chaos starts, not because of him, but the chaos starts because we're chasing something. So everything that I said to you guys for 2 days running, that's what happened now. So now you understand what the coach does. All right. So the spacing is there. Go and try and create something, because now we are against it. All right. So a long throwing, Ethan Pinnock, he was throwing in the ball the entire day, like a pretty much corner, because we clearly show that we're effective on dead balls. All right. So we're gonna try and throw one in to cause some problems. He threw it in and stuff, and we lost the first header. The second bounce, we lost it, and my boy just turned. Minda just turned, push it past 2 players. Then he pushed it past 2 players on the halfway line. One step after the halfway line, he saw Dixon in front of him, but a next defender coming as well. Dixon decided that he's going to sell himself rather than try to guide him in a position. All right, that is something that he's going to learn in the future. All right. That's something he's going to learn in the future. So what I'm showing you, when he comes on, the width of the game opens up. Technical teams can pass through you. He sold himself right there and made the goal easier. When I looked at it 4 or 5 times, not blaming him for the goal, but I'm saying if he never sold himself and stand up on his foot, he wouldn't. The goal might would have still scored, because he still had unrushing players over the next end. So the goal would have might still scored. But him alone couldn't score the goal if you had stayed on your feet. You understand me? So he sold himself and Minda easy well past him and open up the face of the goal now and slat it wide. Alright? And that's 3-0 and game over. Alright? Yes. But that shows you that the positioning is not good. The overall knowledge what to do in the game, you clearly see that the youth is young, and that's why you should not force these kids. All right. That overall transition was the actual game itself. One player from Ecuador just take the ball and run past everybody. That was the game in a nutshell. It showcased the physicality of Ecuador and South America. We have to give them credit. Their conditioning is very, very good. All right. Very, very good. All right. To me, that was Bobby Reid's fault. I never said it was Dixon's fault. I never said that. I said Dixon, for Dixon's play, he could have stood on his feet, and after standing on his feet, he would have drawn out other options. So they had to play it back inside to see if they can get the goal, which they still had the advantage, that is true, but they had to do something else, and maybe our keeper could have rushed out like how he rushed out in the first half and Paez and forced a different decision. And maybe it wouldn't score like how Paez missed in the first half. All right. That last goal was caused by Bobby Reid indecisiveness, but we still have to talk the truth. Big people, what have I said wrong? Did I say anything wrong? Did I say anything wrong just a while ago? Like the explanation of how the play went. Did I say anything wrong? Or I should make sure to tell you that, oh, Bobby Reid should be the one to make sure he make a strong tackle. Okay. Well, Bobby Reid should make sure he makes a strong tackle. But whatever I had said just a while ago is 100% correct as well. Bobby Reid was our worst player. He cost us the game and kept turning over the ball. Bobby Reid was our worst player. I couldn't say Bobby Reid was our worst player. Marlon said, JD, the breakdown started with Dixon and Bobby Reid off the ball for Minda. Yes, I know, but I'm just asking people because true, it's like they want me to omit Dixon out of it to just talk about Bobby Reid alone, which that wouldn't be fair. I am breaking down the game as I am seeing it, you know? To me, that play was not the focus of the game. That non-penalty is the story. No, that non-penalty wasn't the story of Cranky. The story was Ecuador was better than Jamaica. We played a second half that was one of our best second halves we ever played under this coach. That is true. But at the same time, Ecuador could have still played through our lines. And so the moral of the story of the day, the coach is very limited. Because I'm going to get into that. And he really showed up his bias of selection. That is what cost our game. Nothing to do with any penalty. It is the coach, everything to do with the coach rather than the actual penalty. All right? Because if we had fixed things from early on, things would have been better. All right? So I can't say that the penalty non-call was the story of the day. They had missed several chances to score more goals, you know. So that means we gave up more chances, you know. They missed their chances as well. We never missed no other chance. We were relying on a penalty. So they were the better team throughout the game. All right, Sheridan said, it hurts to hear British commentator laughing at our substitution team selection. Compare to the other teams, they said 11 defenders and 4 goalkeepers. The penalty is definitely the story. No, Demo, I don't watch game and talk like that, brother. The penalty is the sellable part of the story. That is a sellable part of the story. But anybody watch the game wouldn't say the penalty was the main part of the game. The game, we selecting our team was the main part. I'm going to get into my 7 things because I'm not going to let you guys let me deviate from my plans. So I had 7 things that I've learned So I want to stay on that. JD, don't disagree. But the penalty is the story. Yeah, that's what I said. The penalty is the big story to sell. That's why I put it at the front of the video. But I knew that I would have come and analyzed the entire game, because I'm not going to make him get away with this. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All right? It's not going to happen. He's not getting away with this. All right? So I have my 7 things that I've written down, people. So I want to talk about them. All right? Because I waste my time. Welcome to the Growing Pains, the Jamaican edition. You don't come with the mathematics. You don't come with the mathematics and try to stunt to know way out of this. Man's watch the game with 7D glasses on. So we now got tired for hear my analysis. So let me start. 7. All right. 7. All right. What Cranky cuss himself about now? What is wrong with Sir Cranky? All right, what is wrong with him? Sir Cranky, JD, the coach starting lineup was a joke. Yes. Let me start with myself, and then I will take a few calls. So Badman Cranky can. All right, you know what? Should I go through my 7 things, or try to get determined and Cranky them on the phone line? Because it looks like, said, them one call in and them determine. Cranky doing post-match already, you know, come go over him chat, you know, and actually like him video, you know, and listen to him, you know. So him doing post-match, you know, and then him want come interrupt my post-match. Him want come take over my post-match, so nobody not get to hear what me. The big star, nobody should hear what me have to say, only what Cranky have to say. Oh, that makes sense now. And Cranky say what he had to say yesterday, you know. I like what he's talking about yesterday. All right? So, Cranky, why you can't just be respectful and listen to him and say, Cranky? Come on, Cranky, man. Listen, man. Listen. You will learn something. Listen. 7. 7. Big up. 7. Let me start now. So, 7 things we've learned. Jamaica Reggae Boyz versus Ecuador. First on my list... And wanna beat me, people. Beat me. Beat me if you want. The first thing on my list, the most important thing, coach favoritism might cost him his job. Why I've said that coach favoritism might cost him his job? Yesterday, we clearly learned that he wants to play a system. And he picks those players based on the system that he wanted to play. We clearly saw that Shamar and Mikel Antonio didn't work well, and he wants to play a 1-3-2 system. The only person that is effective in that system was Mikel Antonio, and also should add an ex-midfielder in. So all I'm saying is, in that system, it would have been much better if you added an actual natural ball angler than Shamar Nicholson, because you'd have to choose Mikel Antonio over Shamar because he has the ability to win the balls in the areas that you want. Damian Lowe should never start from Jamaica, and because he's a centre-back, he should go exactly where he can play. So those are the 2 big glaring mistakes made yesterday, and we call it out from the start. And the reason why I said it's clear favoritism, because he talks about these guys' vibes, what they had to his team, and all of those things in several interviews. So clearly, is the man in vibes and in favoritism might cost him his job. I know people would say, but he's here for the World Cup. But people still look at what you're doing on the field. So coach favoritism might cost him his job. Might. So Demo, don't beat me. I said might. All right? Okay, he won't lose this job because his job... Demo, before you even type, I knew what you were going to type. You see it? I don't smoke your Demo. All right? All right? So that is number 1. Using players in wrong position. I just talked about that as well. Damian Lowe should never play CDM again because he has no positioning ability. The only thing he does is what Jamaicans like, which is just being active. Just being active, not necessarily being productive at all. That's what we like. We like that extra energy, and that's what we talk about. Yeah, man, the ball are run. The ball are run. I want to tell you. The ball are give you vibes. that it should not work anymore. So Damian Lowe should not be tried there. You have two other players that can play the position naturally, which is Anderson and also Kevin Lambert. So it also maybe break the youth them belief, because if they are going to come in a squad and then you're going to pick a defender over them, what that tells them? That tells them that they are not good enough. All right, so Damian Lowe should never play defensive central again. That is number 2. All right, and that if he does it again, definitely, and it don't work, which is not going to work, because everybody have sense. 1, 2, 3 triangle chop. Damian Lowe cannot tackle 3 players. He's going to get a red card or he's going to get a yellow card. Simple as that. All right, so that is primary league to drop on my list. So that's number 2, using players in the wrong position. Number 3, believe in younger players, plus evaluate players better. The reason why I said evaluate players better, for this coach, I'm talking the coach, and believing in young players. Every time he puts in Anderson proved that he's better than Damian Lowe. And also the evaluation in players better is because several instances, Cephas came in, he said he didn't know Cephas. Dexter Lembekisa came in, he tried to keep him on the bench as long as possible, because at the time it was Javian Brown, carry the swing, and even when he's playing poor, they never wanted to bring in Lembekisa, when Lembekisa was clearly the better footballer, playing against Liverpool, Wolverhampton have him as their main key start of their actual club with their depending on. So it tells you the talent of the player. We saw the player played, and they still never did it. And numerous others like my boy from Leicester as well, I forgot his name. He said he didn't know that guy, and I saw that guy played. I don't think they followed up on the guy. He played also for Leicester. They never followed up on him as well, and I thought that he's better than a lot of players that they're putting in this position, and they know it as well. Brandon Cover, he's better than a lot of players that they're putting in this position. And I truly believe that the coach himself not spending the time to look for the true young talents them and bring them in the team. All right, he makes others do these things and then don't follow it up. And that's what's aunt in his team now via Wall situation and Mr. Meron Garden. Because Meron Garden picking who he thinks is good enough, and Wall picks who he thinks is good enough, and then the coach don't really evaluate them. And clearly that is the case, because every time they come on, they shock him. All right, and never shocked the fans. All right, so that definitely I have to go with believe in the younger players plus evaluate players better. Number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. Yeah, number 4. Hold on. Oh no, this is number 5, because evaluating players better is a separate one for itself. Shamar Nicholson and Mikel Antonio not working in this specific system. So if you want to keep them on the field, you have to find a system that fits them. So that is on the coach again. This is a good point. This is a positive one. Better second half. And the final one is terrible officiating. Terrible officiating. That's my 7 people. All right, I put good things on it as well. Good things on it as well. JD, it's really only 3 things. Oh, Cranky, you have your 3 things. I've named out 7 things. All right, things intertwine, Cranky. That doesn't mean it's not separate. Cranky, stop around with my analysis. All right, you come to disrupt my show. I can't believe this, Cranky. Cranky, love it, see, man. Jason said, JD, Moises Caicedo plays for Chapelton Maroons. I can't Chelsea. What? So hold on there. You were not impressed with Caicedo yesterday? Jason, you weren't impressed with Caicedo yesterday? Caicedo was one of the best damn player on the field, Jason. All right, guys, 150, and I can open up the They lying. We're on 87 likes. Very disrespectful because we have 300 people here. So get it to 150 so I can take the calls. Call determine. Hear what Cranky have to say. So I'm going to just let him say what he's saying. You know, I'm not going to even challenge him. I'm going to let. So just jump the likes to 150. All you do so, double tap the screen. You're going to see the like, share, and subscription come up. So do so, people. All right? We put our work in it. Mans didn't impose himself on the... What? He was average. Wow. Hold on. The man named Caicedo was average in the game. Caicedo, all right. Caicedo played 90 minutes. Had 64 touches, completed 34 of 38 passes, 89%. 3 key passes, 2 of 6 crosses completed, 3 of 4 long passes, created 1 big chance, 1 shot on target, 1 shot blocked, 2 dribbles attempted, 6 of 11 ground duels won. Hold on. No, Cranky, I try to mash up my channel now. Cranky, me not answer yet. Hold on. The people must put the 150 and then we put answer. Alright, 11 possession lost. Committed 1 foul, was fouled 3 times, had 1 clearance, 1 off the line as well. 1 block shot, 2 tackles, 3 tackles, 2 interception, 1 dribble pass. No man, he did his thing, man. Alright, let me answer Cranky because it looks like you guys not gonna put on the likes them. Alright? You guys are just flat out haters. So I'm not going to even war about this, alright? Let me call Mr. Cranky. No, man, Caicedo was very good, especially first half. Go ahead, Cranky, go ahead.
Good morning, JD.
Good morning, Mr. Cranky. Alright? Trying to disrupt my show, but I saw you. I came over on your show, you know.
No. You came on the show, you didn't call in, JD.
No, Cranky.
Hey, when I come to your show, I call into your show and make sure my presence is known.
And Cranky, so wicked you are. Let me show you how wicked you are. Cranky, let me show you how wicked you are. Everyone on my channel knew that even Determined tried to call yesterday. And I told him that my kid is sleeping, so I'm going to shut off my show instant. And I took the time out to come on your show and put likes and both on your video.
I didn't know, but JD, I didn't know this. First of all, you didn't check, you didn't do like Nancy does and say, let's up Cranky, this is JD. First of all, the people who is MG or JD or my in my chat, they click me and say, let's up Cranky.
Yeah, but Cranky, you realize them and never Cranky, you're trying to make me do Cranky, you're trying to make me do something that I've never done, you know, in my entire life, you know. I don't go on channels, you know.
JD, get out your comfort zone. Get out your comfort zone.
Oh my God. Alright, go.
Do some things different that you never done before. It's the first time. We always do things for the first time. I've never been a YouTuber before. I'm a YouTuber now, right?
Alright, big star. Alright, big star.
No, big star. First of all, did you like my tune? Did you like my
you're starting a video. You get hot. Me no know who give all them something. You have big tune to play and Cranky up there.
I come up with the ideas. I come up with my own ideas. I come up with my own ideas. I want to do things a little bit differently. I want to get out of my comfort zone.
Alright, I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass you.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong on your assessment, right? But some of those things are not specific to the game. They are things the coach should do just in general.
Yes, of course.
Specific to the game itself, there are 3 key things. But I will talk about on my channel today, people. Go to Cranky. I promote my channel now. Go to Cranky Live. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like. Hit the share button. But let me just say this, JD, which is, first of all, it says team selection, right? That's the first thing, because where you start from. It's team selection, it's formation, it's in-game management. The referee and stuff, that's part of the whole process, but that's not about the coach specific, and can't control the ref does. His team selection, and I said this on my channel actually, he had 6 defenders on the field when he said before the game that he'd be more offensive, right? I don't know how you have put 6 defenders on the field and you're going to become more offensive.
Cranky, which one he said that? Because the one that I played for you guys told me that he's going to be rigid because that's what he said. Remember, I told you to go and listen to that one here.
Yeah, I played. There was one tape before. I gotta go back and look at the tapes. But there was one before. There's a pre-tape before the actual game, the pre-game conference. Right? He did 2 times on the 2 of them. So I have to go back. But I'm almost sure he said he's gonna be more offensive. That's what I was
Well, him
saying.
never tell me that the one when me play. Him say, him a go be. They are very physical, so he wants to be organized and compact, and that's why I say it's Kaim Dixon wouldn't start. He's going to go with people with more experience and physicality, which Kaim Dixon have none of those things. So that's what I told him yesterday. That's what he said, man.
I'm going to go back to the one because I got two from Simon. I'm going to go back to the first one. Maybe
All right.
Check.
Yeah, man.
I thought he said it was more expensive, but even so he started with 5 at the back. JD, 5 at the back, 2 midfielders, right? 2 up front, basically, right? And the problem you have with that is that automatically you're much more defensive and you invite pressure. He invited pressure and he got the pressure. When he moved Lati from centre half to midfield, the game changed. That was after we're down 2-0. We're trying to combat the game change. And frankly, I was amazed at how well we played subsequent to the Lati change.
Yeah.
I was surprised how well Lati played in the midfield. And second half, we had more possession than Ecuador.
Yes, 37 to 63. Yes, I said that, yeah.
No, the second half.
Yes, 37 to 63. Yes, in the second half, yes.
Which is amazing
yes,
for Jamaica.
Yes.
You and I watch Jamaica play. And I asked a question in my 10-minute rant the other day. I said the inability to play ball position was that the coach and the players.
And now you realize that the coach, you realize it is the coach. You know why it is the coach? Because he might put a player that can't pass the ball in the team. So it has stop the flow every single time.
Well, it's 2 things. There is the person on the field.
Yes.
And then there's the formation and style of play you're doing, right? Which informs whether you can keep the ball. If I'm just playing 5 at the back, then all I'm going to do is pass the ball for themselves, and then they have not enough people in the midfield to flood the midfield to allow you to progress the ball. Secondly, if I'm just going long, playing kick and edge football, as I call it, to try to get to Shamar or to get to Antonio, of course I'm going to lose a lot of the ball. I won't have possession. When he was forced to make that change to try to get more offensively, the entirety of it changed. And my view is this. I have a lot of players who play championship and Premier League football. In their team they play for, they keep the ball.
Facts.
Most people nowadays don't play nobody not play kick and run football anymore. I think they've done enough football.
Facts.
Right? Nobody not play. Look at the Euros. Slovenia, Slovakia. I look at small teams. Slovenia have 2 million people. All those small teams, JD, are playing possession football. They may play deeper because the teams are better than them.
Yes.
When they get the ball, they try to keep it.
But every team can pass out. Every team, pretty much you're saying every team can pass out of a press. Every team. Jamaica is the only team can't pass out of a press. We have to keep the ball long.
Well, because the coach don't push the team or structure the team.
Facts.
I wouldn't have them work to work the ball through the lines. He's not doing that. That's a problem.
Yeah, facts. Agreed.
Management. No, yesterday's in-game management. Give him some credit. He made the switch. So, and I've said to people on my stream, which is this: I'm gonna give him credit, but take away credit. What do I mean? He started with a wrong formation, and he realized it, and he fixed it. But he realized it late because he done 2-0. Even then, JD, we played so well and we scored. The second the ball was a penalty. And nobody can give me no angle. Take me watch angle, 3-4 different angles. It's a penalty, JD. And Jamaica is passive with these things. There's no protest. We're not going to change the game at the outcome. But we can't allow this to keep on happening. That was a penalty. Their penalty was much more subjective than JD. You know why? They took forever to make a decision. And if you gave the decision on the field the first time, JD, and you're not sure, you can't give the penalty. If you say it wasn't a penalty on the field, and you go look on VAR, and you're back and forth with VAR 24/7, about 5, 6, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
The penalty then?
Yeah.
You're not sure.
I would love for him to come out and explain why he made what really give him the edge to make the decisions. I would love for him to do so we could learn why he took that stance, you know.
What's worse is this, JD. So on our situation, it was a clear penalty, and his decision was made much quicker. Now think about this: a more subjective decision took long. A more apparent decision, much more clearer, took a shorter period of time. That means there's no consideration. That means his mind is already made up. If he had any inkling about not giving, he's not going to give it. His mind is already made up, JD. That's why he did what he did. And it's not fair, it's unethical, and it should not be allowed.
Okay.
Jamaica should protect his involvement in the tournament going forward. Jamaica should protect his involvement, but they won't, because they don't let them do. It's a ridiculous decision, JD. And I heard, I can't, when you're watching the stream as when I do, we can't listen, because we don't want to get tagged by YouTube.
Yeah, copyright, yeah.
But I got comments from people saying the commentators and even the person acting as a referee in the studio all say it's a penalty. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I was told.
Yes, but I think no, most people around the world, Twitter was actually Jamaica trend. That's the first time I ever saw Jamaica Reggae Boyz trending on Twitter ever in my life since I'm doing it. And they were trending and said they got robbed. And like they were saying Copa, Concacaf got Copa. That was what's trending, and it was Jamaica trending and died. That's the first time I ever saw Jamaica Reggae Boyz trend.
It's a funny thing. A lot of people have been I see Robbie watching the game, I see something watching the game. A lot of them are watching
Oh, yes, so that's why it brings so much eyeballs. Okay, so okay, that's why. I never knew that.
Yeah, Robbie Lyle and I mean they used to always say BB.
Okay, yeah, man. Expression.
They were doing watch along.
Okay.
They were doing watch alongs actually. So it gave more notoriety to it, at least overseas. People watch Copa anyway. So yeah, but I was proud of the team.
Okay, so
after 30 minutes, after we got destroyed in the first 30 minutes, I thought we were gonna get 6 the way things were going. The change he made in midfield and how we played, and for us to opposite some Ecuador team, which is ranked 30, which is a very good team, which is physical as we are, I was impressed with the team. And then you asked yourself the question: is it the team?
Thank you.
The coach? Where we have some
so Cranky, why you can't just let me ask it? Because I was going to ask you that now, you know, because you're trying to avoid me asking the questions for you to answer. So Cranky, you are known around the streets. What we should say about do you see a problem with the coach? Based on what you saw in the game yesterday, after seeing them playing good and seeing them playing so terrible.
Yeah, no, I've said, I know people saying he's only been here 2 years, he don't have a lot of time. I don't think he'll be more than 2 years. As an international coach, you're not getting more time than he has got. You may get fired in that period. You're not getting no more time than he's got. He's gotten a lot of time. He's not Southgate, who's got forever and beat him out of a tournament, but he's Southgate got quarterfinal and semi-final and final. This coach is restricted. This coach is limited in his offensive capabilities, his offensive thought process. Yes, defensively. But here's the thing about football, JD. If you overemphasize your strength, you're going to affect your weakness negatively.
Or it becomes your weakness as well. It's going to become a weakness because you're going to rely on it so much. Yeah.
So defensively, we are very good. Offensively, we are atrocious. We are inept offensively. But yesterday showed we're not as inept as we thought we were. When he went to 4-3-3, it showed, or whatever he went to, but it was 3 midfielders. It showed that we could be better on the ball, and for us to outpossess a South American team who's in the top 6 in South America says a lot about us as a football team, and showed you that we lack something. The coach, you know, like in NFL football, you have defensive coach, you have offensive coach. In need help.
So Cranky, so Cranky, you look at the field and when you said we are doing all of that, you realize the personalism on the field, maybe some not ready, but just the quality that we had on the field at the time, and you clearly see what happened. You don't start to believe that it is because of Jamaican politics why Jamaica team can't play good, because it's the same coach, you know. It's the same coach making it. But it's the same coach making the decision for you to even say they look good. So you know, things say maybe him know how to make them look good, but can't do it because if we just saw them take off a man because he might play bad now, so now you not try to calculate or inability of doing such and such.
So two things, JT. One is Damien Lloyd not a midfielder. I give Damien his props for the Canada game. He should get props for the rest of his life about the Canada game.
Thank you.
Really great performance, but he's not a midfielder. And here's what I say about Damien: he follows the ball. When you're playing CDMs at different positions, your job is not to follow the ball like in primary school. You don't follow the ball, JD, you play positional. You have spatial awareness, positional awareness. They are key in the 4 attributes for a CDM. You don't have those attributes. When he gets the ball, how you use the ball, he's not comfortable. He's a right centre back. That's where he plays. Not every right centre back like Declan Rice can transition to.
The only one can do it. The only one who can do it is John Stones comfortable. John Stones can just do it comfortable.
No. Declan Rice was a centre back at one point and transition to CDM.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying John Stones that play centre back now can just go there. Yeah.
But not everybody can do that transition. Damien is not comfortable doing that. Yes, we love Damien's energy. We love Damien's passion. We love Damien's commitment. We love what Damien's been a good servant for the country. But he's not a midfielder. So you play him there in a his politics. Yesterday, Shamar And you hear me go, Shamar and Antonio stats that people beat me. The stats are the team that can't be disputed. But Shamar and Antonio doesn't work. And Shamar touched the ball because I had Andre on with me. And if you know Andre, he's a academy in North Carolina. He's one of my co-hosts.
Yeah.
Some things. Really nice to be the coach too, right? Really good coach. Andre checked the stats. Shamar touched the ball one time in the first half.
Oh my God! I said I don't think he touches the ball 5 times.
No,
I know you were telling me one time. Oh my!
That's what Andre said. So we gotta go back and check. One time in 49 minutes. That was 49 minutes half an hour.
Oh my God! One time.
But you know what? Antonio was in those good service. He gonna find the ball.
Him not there right, left. Antonio make the most tackle. You know say Antonio boss people list.
Yeah, he gonna find the ball. If he can't get the ball, he gonna find him. Say, you know what? I'm not giving no service. He gonna find the ball. Right?
Yeah, facts.
I think Shamar has to work more and position himself better to be involved in the game. Because Shamar goal scoring record is a good record, you know. It's 19 about 52, you know, and 19 and 51.
Yeah. But
so it's better than Antonio's. Antonio's 4 in 17. It's better than Antonio's.
Yeah.
Antonio's overall game is better.
And that's what I was trying to explain yesterday, because with Antonio and Liam Bailey and Damar Gray, we wouldn't have to rely on the goal output of him so much. That's what I was trying to explain to you. And those would have facilitated those weaknesses of Antonio. But he's so superior because the man is so strong. Boy, I don't know what's going on with that brother, but that brother is very strong, man.
The coach thought, no, when he spends that time, pull up so much, he spends too much time in you know, the coach said so. So the man should be doing, NFL.
Yeah, even ESPN pretty much saying that if USA have a player like Antonio, because they were criticizing the substitution of Antonio in Mexico. I must say, but most of these teams would have put an Antonio on them team without taking him off. Like,
no. The problem, I think they're managing his minutes. They have these statistics, right? And they talk to West Ham. They talk to other clubs. They're managing his minutes. That's what's happening. I don't think they're just changing him because of change.
Cranky, you thought that they took off Antonio the last time and put on again because they are managing his minutes?
No, I think so.
All right.
They've been doing that since a while. No. I have inside information saying they've been doing that for a while.
Well, Cranky, that one.
Minutes,
Well,
but you know, if you play him too much, JD, my brother.
Well, Cranky, me I rather not play him in that one and come back in the Mexico game and don't play in the next game.
Right.
Because at least we can plan more days for the next game. Right.
But you know him want to play. You can't tell him to the non-player. You can't tell him to the non-player. He want to play.
Okay, all right. So
if I can get that channel and play foolishness, man.
No man. You have your fans them you and them war. You know, I'm not gonna get into that.
Without
No, I say you and them war over there as well. Them come over here and cuss you. Them come over here and cuss you as well. Me inform on them, you know. Them come over here and cuss you as well too. But me not get involved.
So wait, people. So just because I've said this before. I said, so here's the thing, JD. People don't. If you criticize the person, them love in certain ways, and take it personal.
Yeah, the context, they don't add the context to it. I know.
Antonio was 0 of 7 in his last game. That's not disputable. I said, coach can't play both Antonio.
Yeah, but Cranky, this is where people people have a problem with it, because you are saying that they should put context in it, but you don't add the context as well, you know, because you are the same one who say the coach now do this and the coach will limit this, you know, and that is the sole reason why Antonio now do better. So the people might try direct that to you, but you keep on just avoiding that and just look on the raw number. Yeah.
No, that's a raw number. I'm looking at this. Looking at the player but putting them find themselves in.
Okay.
The holistic game, you know. I just don't look at the numbers alone. The numbers inform your perspective, but it's not the total picture. And sometimes people beat you and they realize that your thought process may be different from theirs, which is, I'm looking at the totality of it, right? And I'm saying, yes, Antonio's a hard worker, but you know what? Everybody a hard worker. Everybody should be a hard worker. It should be basic in football. Yes, he hold the plays good. The problem I have with the coach is this, is that if you look at our last 4 games, we have done well defensively. It's one of the few times in history we not give 3 and 4 goals to the better teams in the JD.
Yeah.
Look on it. Teams get chance and miss. We see Messi miss chance. We see Rizzo miss chance. People miss chance. We're not giving up a lot of goals to the better team. That means we're improving. But offensively, we're not creating opportunities.
Okay.
I can't point to one game, JD. We start the ball, say, in our third, and progress the ball to the lines and put the ball in here against
So,
the better teams.
all right, because I have two more calls, and I want to
Yeah,
take
so
them. But
I
before you run,
talk.
no, I want to ask you this, because we always said. So you think that is a reflection of the coach's style to always go take precaution before anything else, and don't really go out on the front foot or go even 50-50. Because maybe that's because every game he goes in, he's saying that when the opponent, because every game we are playing, the team are gonna be better than we. Only if we are playing 80 or Grenada, we're gonna be better than them. Any other team we are playing, Mexico, United States, Canada, they are gonna always be better than us. Him always say, you know that the team play better football, they press better. So maybe you don't think it is his attitude or reflect on them to let them take less risk. Make them take less risk.
I think the coach learned from yesterday. Because everybody, look, nobody's perfect. Nobody has all information. Nobody has this whole utopia concept of you do everything in life. You don't. You learn as you go along. The coach, I think, is learning. So I think what he learned yesterday is a couple of things. One is we can play with the better teams at their own game and compete.
Yes.
I think he learned that yesterday. Second, because when you go defensive, JD, you invite pressure.
Yes,
What he also learned is that when I pressure another team, both offensively and defensively, nobody in football loves pressure. I don't care who you are. Nobody loves pressure. So when I pressure you, JD, you have less time on the ball. You have to make quicker decisions. It doesn't work for anybody who plays football. I think he learned that yesterday because in periods yesterday, the second half, we put on more pressure on them. Lati was immense in just being physical. That's why Lati.
Yes, he might become the new must get a card too, because him kind of hungry, You realize that?
Yeah. He was upset yesterday. But you know what? He wasn't angry and not playing well. He was angry playing well.
Yes.
Right? When you're angry playing well, it's different from me just being kicked on kite set up for no reason.
Oh my God.
Just kicked on kite set up for no reason.
Cranky. Just talk about Lati body here. Don't let it seem like you're talking about somebody else.
I'm not my boy, because you know me prep my boy, and you know him probably engage him or cuss me. I beat him, and someone else will beat him. I beat him. I would think he's not decent footballer, but yesterday that tackle him made no sense. But anyway, Lati played really. I'm surprised how well Lati played yesterday in midfield. We know probably what the reason is because they had 3 midfielders in there versus 2. So you have more time, you cover more space. It's not the same when you just have 2 people have space in the midfield to pass around you. So
Cranky, Cranky, I had said to you guys that if we put Latibody here back in midfield, giving the same security as Damian Lowe, is 50 times better than Damian Lowe. I had said that on this channel and people said me not sense. So why is it people come up and say the same thing now?
He was good yesterday.
Cranky, every time him going to midfield with the security, him good. It's just people now analyze.
He was the best. Not the 4 midfielders yesterday, no. There were 4 midfielders yesterday, right? Because we had Palmer, Bobby Reed, him, and Lowe. Lowe came out, obviously. He was the best of all of them yesterday to me. The way he played, both going forward and defensively, because what he has also is more athleticism than even all of them, frankly. He's quick.
Thank you, Cranky. Thank you, because that is something that I told you. No, but that is something I'm trying to tell people. That he's getting in the position.
He played well. And look, I think the coach yesterday had some in-game management change of 30 minutes, and he put Latin midfield. He should take off Bows already.
But Cranky, final question, Cranky. You think the coach you get the full autonomy to decide, like he can just pick players now, like how Blow no play good, him can just bench him and nobody will complain. You think he might do it from this point?
No, JD, I know somebody's gonna call somebody. Come on, I'm saying JD. It's my understanding that contractually, the coach has the autonomy.
Okay.
Now, does he utilize it? That's it. But I heard Rudolph say this. Contractually, the coach has the autonomy to pick his own team. Now he may want to manage the locker room because every coach, most coaches, okay, I want to tell you, have to do with some politics in them locker room. Nobody want to tell you, JD. Me know this. Coach, in them locker room, nobody want to say. In fact, I talk to a person who run my football team now. Right? The team I help support, I've been playing for years, I'm not playing for anymore. We talk about this. We have to do politics sometime. To make sure, because some people are influential in the locker room.
Okay.
So bench them can create dissension.
But we're not going to win the game.
But he has to make. No, he don't have to make the tough decision, JD. He has to make the tough decision.
Okay.
He has to make the tough decision.
So you think that this is obvious? You think that this is the day now where people are gonna realize we can play good and he might have to make some decision, and you think he will make those decisions?
Well,
regardless of politics.
No, JD, for the next game coming up, you have to get out of jail card because it doesn't matter anymore. So you can play the French players and you can try what you want, try this, so it's going to work going forward. So this could be your dressing show for the next World Cup qualifiers in September. You play the things you think should be on the field, and no one can say who you shouldn't play or should play because this game really doesn't matter. The team, it matters, but the game itself doesn't matter because you can't go to the next round. So you can play who you want to play without hurting people's feelings. You can just be a road show for the September window.
You work on things, yes, you work on things, but I still think I would put up my best squad, my best possible squad.
But I'm saying, but he could put up the best squad without the politics in this game coming up. That's
yes.
What I'm making.
Okay.
So he can play Anderson in the midfield beside Latti and Palmer, for example.
Yes.
Which probably should be the midfield, frankly.
Yes.
That probably should be the midfield.
All right.
All right,
respect Big Boss. People, please go and subscribe to Mr. Cranky. Yeah, so big up Cranky, yeah? Alright, so that was Cranky, people. That's the question people will be asking. Can he stop this foolishness talking about vibes and who bring vibes and just pick the damn team based on and stop this, oh, I'm on a perform theme club, so him can turn up for Jamaica every time? Just stop making up metrics. I understand what Cranky said. Cranky put it perfect. Cranky said, sometimes you have to try protect the locker room. I know. But locker room not winning games, not sound happy either. Am I lying, people? Locker room not winning games, not happy either. Alright? And clearly if a man says you're doing a better thing with him not on the field, and then him desperately want up on the field, boy, him would be one selfish brat. If that's the case, that means him a one selfish brat. I know what Cranky saying is true. It is true. But come on, man. That means Jamaica will never be good then. We can't be good. No, just stop hire coach. Because if our vibes we build and we can't do the right thing, even when we see the right thing, then stop hire the coach them then. Because of course we are going to cost the coach them for no reason. Because them can't do the right thing. Them have to just believe in some man and put them on and... You know, just stop it, man. Because we see the youth them can do the job. We have the midfielders them. We have the defenders them. We have the forwards them. We just need to put on the right people on the field. Simple as that. It's a good vibes. The coach do everything to play low on Bowser 100%. And I told you guys earlier on, once you see him come on here talking about I'm boys them and him like him and him bring everything to the team and the vibes them bring is irreplaceable and it doesn't matter what them farm. Once you hear him start make them base there, you know say put them in the team. Yes, and I told Demo, and Demo still come with him foolishness after. Like, me not know the coach. JD, I don't believe the coach call up Omari. Honestly, I don't trust him. I think he called him only one time. You know, he never said he called him back either. So I'm not going to say any lies on him. Other people try to insinuate separate conversation, but he never said he called him back the next time. Yes, man, if you want to after the on the field, and you don't deserve to be on the field because clearly me tell you who are the best centre-backs them. Damian Lowe is not one of the best centre-backs them for Jamaica. And anybody know football would have known that a long time. They never need to have me a fight with them or try to let them know that. Alright? Our best three centre-backs were the three centre-backs them actually started. Alright? Those are the three best centre-backs them. So if you want to be better than them, bro, or you play for be better than them, you know, should have it up on the field. Because the cohesion or the locker room cohesion need to be on the field. No, man. The good cohesion need to be on the field. That's the only thing I do know. The good cohesion need to be on the field. That is my take. And you get me? That is my take. That is my take. The good cohesion need to be on the field, not the locker room cohesion. Me don't know why we have this flat out bias, man. Alright, Marlon a call. Alright, good day, Marlon. People, we have only 150 on the likes. Come on, man, do better than that, man. Regardless of if you don't like my take, my conversations are valid. So, hit the like button, get us up to 250. 250 is the least. We have 350 people, you know. See, if I don't get 250, you not see me back. Simple. I am putting some standards. So, 250 before the video done, or you not see me back. Simple. But now, waste my time. Alright? Yeah, I'm not wasting my time. 250 on the board. It's very easy. Alright? Yes. Tomorrow you guys are gonna see me when it's my birthday. When enough to give me money. Alright? Yes. So if you don't want me to come back tonight, which I'm not going to. 250 and I consider it. Demo a lie. That no, Demo is gonna tell all sort of lie. Nobody complained about the lineup versus Mexico. People said that was our best team. Go ahead, Marlon. Go ahead. Give your take because I have to call back other people in Marlon. Go ahead. Yeah, man, a bad man thing, man. If me not get what 250, me now come back no way, man. A slackness them are going with. Them people don't want nothing sensible. You get me a pure madness, dunce badness them the pan. Straight up. And vibes badness them the pan. Alright? Yeah, man. If me not get 250, me now come back. Alright, man, now write up in a book and write, done up my pen ink, and done up my internet, done up my phone line them, done up my car engine, for come give you 180 likes. Man. Go ahead, Marlon. But not here, Marlon. Marlon, you not here. I want to go with Marlon. Oh, Marlon call we and he mute him. Marlon call we and mute his phone. Oh, you do these things. Let me call him back. And we are going to call it determined. Hold on, yeah? Let me call up Marlon. Anthony, bro. Yeah, man. So the man go on, man. You know? Marlon, we're not hearing you, Marlon. We are hearing now. Marlon. Go ahead, big boss. Go ahead. But Marlon, mute him. Marlon, you mute your phone. You mute your phone, big boss. Yeah, you unmute now, Marlon. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So big up everybody in the chat and improve performance from minute 25 going on. And I realized something now that it has become a trend. And as I was watching a South American channel where the one of the commentators there, one of the analysts was saying that Concacaf team need to basically see what South America is, right? The physicality, the pace of the game, right? And also understanding the referees might not be in their favors at times, right? And the guy said it. The guy said if you look at how the setup is, they had one Concacaf team advancing to the quarterfinal against US.
Okay.
Right? Nobody had Mexico coming out the group, and I think it's showing where Venezuela has become as a team, right? Might not have the most talented players, but what they have a doggy defense that has been together for a good while. And you see, but yesterday, JD, the first 15 minutes of the game, I think that high energy, and remember I said it to you, can Jamaica compete with for the first 25 minutes for that high energy that Ecuador is gonna come in out with, right? Which by 30 minutes they run out of steam at one point. If you look at
Ecuador run out of steam?
He was literally.
You said Ecuador run out of steam, Marlon?
The 30 minutes that's when Jamaica get their foot on the ball and start putting about the first 15 minutes. Jamaica was frantic in defense, right? Because I think what arguments they did by starting the 5 across the middle, right? So you're giving up the wingers and expecting the wing back to help the two strikers, right? To give them width.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you have to remember that Preciado is gonna attack more and more than Encape, right? So that's why they have Franco and Saisi there. But they came in and that pace they start off with. JD. I think about 25 minutes you could be start. Remember now, it was over 40 degrees yesterday, although they were inside playing in air conditioning. The heat was still crazy. So I think that the way they started off was something. They even started off faster than Mexico. So I think Jamaica wasn't settled. I think Jamaica didn't put 5 passes together from both of the back line until around 22 minutes in the game. Right? And after the second goal, the penalty, which the referee gave. Because the first time I see a referee go in from VAR, I need 6 replays to make a decision.
I saw that a few times, but not regular though. That is it is definitely rare. Definitely rare.
Ready?
Yeah.
Most of the time, when you see the first one, the second one, right? You go back over it, you talk to the person there in the room, right, in the studio. You don't need six. You don't need six to look at it, right? That means that you're unconvinced. Your first look
No, you have to learn. Some of them, Marlon, some of them got school, but them remember the rules. So they have to look on us at the mathematics and stuff there. So, me prefer them take so long, you know. Than just run out and just make a terrible call, you know. And that is where we get upset for the second one now. You run out, you take shorter and then make a bad call. So me could understand why you give the first one as a penalty, because me say, yeah, it's okay to be a penalty. But the second one, okay to be a penalty as well. So take as long as possible, go back to the rule, say, and him man never depend him chest, so it not become a part-time body, and then give it as a penalty.
Alright, JD. Alright. Remember, Greg Lee was in the ear, right?
Yes.
So basically, you have to extend your hand to go. You cannot jump with your hand at your shoulder. You're not in a wall, right?
Yes.
So even when they say right, even when they say if the ball is going towards goal,
Towards the
right?
goal, yeah.
Going towards goal, right? The hand he didn't extend the hand up, he go up to balance himself, right? You give it a penalty. But when a player jump now, what you gonna say? The player is trying to block the ball from going to his face. So that call and some of the fouls in that game was real, right? The yellow card merited, right? Merited.
Boy, Marlon, me can tell you, me know some people go upset, but that's one of the worst unnecessary tackles me ever seen in history of football. Like, me don't know, me watch the tackle around 15 times, Marlon, and me can't see the reason for the tackle.
Right? The Hector one, Hector get caught out, right? Hector got caught out, yeah. The one him and Latibo there, I can't see it. Latibo there pass the ball and
no, no. Him say Latibo there yellow card was for in him face every minute, and every minute he might get to. So the persistent fouling. So it was not for the actual foul. That's why him point all of the places them when he might give him the card. Remember that thing, do you know?
No, that's what I said. If he had give him when he fall side seater before.
Yes.
Give him that fall, I've given the yellow card. He passed the ball and Sarmento kick Latibo the right foot.
I think that's what I saw in the replay as well. So I don't know what is his problem. Maybe because he gave the foul to Ecuador. It's a bad call, Marlon, and I agree it's a bad call. And I agree it's a bad call and it shouldn't be a yellow card. But in point and say, yo, the whole heap of foul them we are going with and all them stuff there. But I agree with you, Marlon, because at the first when him just start the game, you know, me see some big tackle at me, you know, some big tackle, you know, even from Jamaica, you know. I'm say continue play, you know. So me say, all right, then he might go start officiate like South America now. So we're gonna make on both sides call go. But him change up him tune when the game get as the game go, him change him style. Yeah? So that me said the big tackles them was very clear early on, but he made them go.
Right? And that's why and I think that's why most media house analysts has come out and bashing the referee. Like it's funny, even the Mexican game they were talking about the decision the referee make. The penalty decision not to give Jamaica the penalty.
Okay.
You know that even the goal that Anthony scored, at one point I thought the referee would have called it back and say penalty.
No, yeah. We saw that it could have been a penalty right there and should have been a penalty, but him scored the goal already, so why him not call it back? Him just make it stay.
I said if he had called it back, I wouldn't be surprised. But
no, but I mean, Marlon, I take the goal. I don't want a penalty.
Alright. Yesterday, what I said to you yesterday, right? When I saw the lineup, what I said to you in the chat, I said I will sit and drink my evening away. Because when I saw Low in the midfield again, right? They put him there as a single pivot no, right?
Yeah.
It's 5 plus the nigga, right?
Yeah.
So that Taylor said, always be an outlet to pick up the ball. Right?
I started to overeat, so I had to pull it up and turn up my AC in my car because it's 2 days. It is 2 days now. The heat passes 30 degrees. so that the phone overheated. All right, sorry about that. All right. Yes, I'm gonna call back Marlon. So I would just turn up my thing, and because it was on the screen right there, as you can see, it was on my screen. So through glass, the heat come in. So that's why. No, my credit is not done. I'm glad that I'm back because look at the one Owen. My credit is done. No, I am putting up my money, and as I said, I'm not coming back if you guys don't give me 250 likes. All right? See the 8 of them, the 108 run away very fast. So they were the ones not liking the video. Stop blaming the ref. Okay, let me call back Marlon because it was the phone. All right? Yeah, big bad Marlon. Sorry about that. Yeah, but me get the phone jump up, you know, because it happened to me before in the Marlon. And once me change the me turn up the AC on it, it just go back down to temperature. So at the phone, you know. Start a GoFundMe, no man. Alright, people. I don't need any GoFundMe. I just need more gas in my car. Because I have to buy more gas because I have to keep my tank on. Yes, I wouldn't want any GoFundMe for no cell phone. It is because I'm using more gas because I have to keep my car on and keep my AC on. And it's going to be cooler couple days. And it's not going to be warm anymore. That's just Belgium. You get two days of sun, and that's it for the year. Yeah. So JD, you don't think we should have a penalty? Yes. Rampasad, I said that numerous times throughout the stream. All right. Go ahead, Marlon. Sorry about that.
I said JD, the starting lineup. I think I want the coach negative for the starting lineup by going to 2 strikers. At least he said he wanted to get goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, and that's why we overrun that first 20 minutes. We didn't have our outlet in the midfield to come and take the ball. JC Palmer had to come deep, right? Bobby, we have to find himself deep. And I think Ecuador were lucky with the first goal, right? Across deflection goal. So I think luck was on their side.
Yeah, but Marlon, they should have scored a couple minutes before. Paez, your boy, number 17, no, number 7 or whatever,
Yes.
whatever. They look at the 17-year-old. I don't know why him do this. So no, we need to give our boy credit, you know, or run out a goal, man, you know, because if he never run out, you know, it is a goal, you know.
He did well, and remember, this happened again as well. Remember, it's the same selection process that's why this happened. Dexter had the ball from Bernard. He came back to the same Damerick game in the stadium that I sat and watched. Pass the ball to Dexter. No only to pass, you have to decide to dribble in the middle because there was nobody to pick up the ball. It's the same person that was in the midfield. You have to dribble, pass the ball, last it in the middle because it was still late. Picked up by Sunday. Pass it off to Paez. Right? I think it was Paez's first touch really still. The first touch the ball bubble up on him.
Okay.
So he gave Jamal Wade opportunity to get closer to him.
So you think that Jamal Wade shouldn't have no opportunity? He should have controlled that better and put it over him?
Yeah, if the ball was on the ground, he could have an opportunity to really take the ball around way. But once the ball is up now, the ball become a 50-50 ball.
Okay,
right?
okay.
I don't know the coach for the starting lineup, the person in the starting lineup, but this is where I give him credit now. You're down 2-0. You saw what you've been overrun in the midfield, right? This is where I give him credit now. You take Latibody and put him in the midfield, right? And when you put Latibody in the midfield, this is where the MLO game finish.
Yeah.
Once that midfield, that was the end of his game because you have no need for him on the field again.
Yeah, and no. So that is one good thing we learned that we should put the Latibody in midfield if we want anybody in the midfield in this system. That's what you would say, no?
Yeah. Why you don't put Juice on the side?
Okay.
So this is what we basically saw. And if he had made that change, made that change and brought in a midfielder on that time, you would have basically said the coach is brave. I think he decided to go same way.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He went same. He literally brought them into the game same way. Get them into the game. Right? But you could basically see coming up the second half now with the 4-4-2, right? Hector was brought in to really enhance the team passing out of the back. That's the reason Hector came in. It wasn't nothing at all to do with Bernard. I think you want a little more stability passing out of the back, right? And they had a control, and you basically see where we have more position at the ball, because I think we're more confident passing out to the back there. Dexter didn't have the best game, but we saw us trying to go to them offensively, right? And you saw they look like they were a threat.
Okay.
Right? You have to give the coach credit for that. I think the change was there to be made to the change was there to be made to bring another attacking threat. And I think when they were on the back foot, I brought down Cephas that time.
Thank you very much. So you have to take my credit from the coach who bring on Dixon instead of Cephas then. So you give him credit, you have to take off credit, Marlon. You can't just give him pure credit, so.
No. I think Kira came on a little bit. Kira should have, right, you're on the front foot now, right? You're on the front foot. And you're on the front foot. So this is when you and you're hunting a goal. Yes? And I know you want to keep your goal scorer, but you're not having the best game. And the funniest thing, when Hector went on, after Hector on the field 4 minutes, the commentator said Hector had more touches and more passes on the ball than Shamar was on the field 49 minutes.
Yes, but true. People will say, "Oh, but he's the defender. It's going to start from him." But no, I thought he was in good position, and he was actually don't use that. In 4 minutes he had more touches in the opponent's half than Shamar. Because remember, he was the one that got even the foul, and he had a couple touches well, inside half, because we had some corners as well. So he had more touches at that time as well, not just in the game itself, but in the half of the opponent. So we can't say because he's a defender. Yeah, so you have a good point, Marlon, good point. But Marlon, give your final point so we can call back my boy determined, because me go only run this a little bit longer. As you know, me up on the road, and then later we might chop up something else.
Cranky said it, and I have to agree with Cranky. It shows us if we want to play football, if a coach is brave and want to be, we can play football, right? Because even when you hear South American commentators, they're like, Ecuador is hanging on for life between from 45 minutes, because they live in intensity, right? And I think for the longest while, in the first I see Jamaica play at a high intensity that way. And they show him having persons who are confident on the ball. Person might say Bobby Reid ball a lot. Yes, he lost the ball a lot in the first half because he was under pressure. Right?
I wouldn't say them hanging on for dear life still, Marlon. Because I don't like that talk, because it makes it seem like they never pass through our lines right through the entire. Even the patch when we had the dominant spell, they were still passing through the patch, So I can't say them hang on for dear life, but I definitely think so. We had the advantage, but they were still in the game. It's not like when they were dominating, we never do nothing in the game. And so that's what, yeah, but me understand what you say still. Me understand. But me not really Moody say the same word.
Remember, they're the superior team, right?
Yes.
And I said, remember when Concacaf, when Carnival put up, they had Venezuela and Ecuador advancing, right?
Yes, and yeah.
The person said it was disrespectful. And when you look at it, I said out of all the 6 Concacaf teams, USA was the only team they gave a chance to come out, and because they have 2 Concacaf teams in there with the minus, I think Bolivia is the worst team in the competition, right? So I think they're basically seeing it, but it's one thing. The referee in the competition, it has been the worst. Last Copa America, people the referee. This one, the referee it's even worse at this time, right? But it's a learning lesson for the coach and the team that when you play against South American opponents, remember there's no Concacaf referee in the competition.
Yeah, that might be a little problem, but some of the Concacaf referee are trash, but they money not better either, so better we just have a whole heap of trash referee from both sides, so we give some for them matches them and then take some of them on for our match so we can equalize it,
The way that they get in Concacaf with referees, you're not getting that in South America. If you're a star player, you get hit, they might call it. right?
Mm-hmm.
It shows in and that's why I said it's how our teams we from Concacaf will adjust to the physicality, the refereeing, and the pace of the game.
All right. All right. So big. Yeah, man. We link up later. Yeah. I call determine. All right. So let me get guys. We know reach 250 likes as yet. You know. All right. Let me call determine because determine for wake up and pick me out of my bed, out our bed. You know. So we call the big boss. You know. Good day, sir. Big determine. How you doing?
I'm good, JD. About yourself?
We're here just telling the people that they're determined to wake up my little baby out our bed.
JD, remember before this tournament went on, I called you a week before, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to you, this would be the biggest pivot for Jamaica as a team and also for the coach and the organization itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
JD, I want to look at this on a different perspective when it comes to our organization. Because if you look at our team, agree or disagree, don't you think we can compete with some of the best in the world?
No, we players them can compete by them name and what them do for them club. But we can't compete with the best player them. We can't compete with the best team them. But me understand what you say, I agree with you. Because we players them good on paper. Yeah, so let me just put it on base value. We paper them good on paper. We players them good on paper. Yeah.
Correct. And it takes a good coach
Thank
to
you.
push the players. Like, all right. Okay, so we're there, right? Now let's talk about the organization as a whole, because this is exactly where it starts, right? You cannot go into the biggest game of our tournament and you bring in a scandal for the biggest game of our tournament.
Oh God.
I know as Jamaicans, no, serious, JD, as Jamaicans, we don't like to look at the mental health of things. We just don't. This is our culture. I don't know why, but this is our culture. If you look at West Africa, because most of the West African teams is the same thing. They're all the same. There's always a scandal with our organization, right? If the mental is right, 9 times out of 10, our team will execute what we're supposed to execute because we have the players. The coach, did we hire the coach? No, the organization hired the coach. Did they do the due diligence of looking at this coach and as far as his, what he's good at, his strength and his weakness? I don't think so.
Where's it?
Right?
Where's it? A different evaluation. Where's it? Them just look and say we want a coach to qualify with the worst possible outcome and with what worst possible outcome, and that's I am, because him do it under the same condition of Iceland. Yes, me get it, man. Me get it. A lot of people say that as well. So we never really evaluate the coach. You're right.
They just look at the population of the country and compare it to Jamaica and say, hey, I think he can do the job. Let's get some money.
Not realizing that we have level players that can compete with everybody in the region. So we should be picking a coach not to just be a part of this thing, but to actually want to be the best of this thing.
Thank you, JD. We have to realize that we have top-notch players. When you go overseas, your mentality change. Right? We cannot come back to the same thing that we came back to where we left 15, 16 years ago. No, things must evolve. This is our problem, the organization. I don't care who these people bring. Because even if you look at the body language of the coach, something was off.
Yeah, I was watching the whole time.
It was him and Mary Gernes sitting down together, and you can tell the body language. Something was bothering this coach. Even when they had they did the VAR for the penalty, he was sitting down. He was mentally, something was off.
What you think he clocks out?
I mean, it's true. He checks in and out. True. But the whole game, from what our federation did to us, they've set us up, man. It was failure from the beginning.
You know why I can't disagree with what you're saying. Costa Rica hired a new coach. They're playing better football than Jamaica. They have less quality players, and they had less time to show that. Suriname get 1 billion more players. So what I'm doing, I'm showing a different scenarios. You know, Costa Rica have homegrown players with other players going overseas as well. And they got a new coach. They're playing well. So that them can say, oh, the whole of them know each other because they're homegrown. Well, Suriname get 11 new players and bring them in with a new coach. And them are playing football equally as good as what we expect from them. Then now we move on from them. Canada get a team with the same players them. Yes, that is the same player from Canada. But them a play pressing system and a play my boy system just like Leeds. And then if you move on now, you go to Honduras, it's the same thing. So this need 4 years to fix a system. I don't think we really need a coach like that with the actual talent that we have. Because the talents that we have, we don't come for different game, brother. This style that you're trying to put in place, it just don't make no sense. It just don't look like we are going places. I have to be honest. Me not say for fire him, but if they want to keep him, they keep him. But it just don't look like a reflection of what we can truly do. I think it looks like we're only work ourselves just to get the minimum result. You understand me?
Minimum results, but JD, but this is why I'm saying to you, let's look at the girls and look at the girls as accomplished. And look what happened. The organization murdered it. They just dissolved it altogether. Look at all the coaches that they hired. It's always some kind of scandal. It's the same thing over and over and over. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a better result. No, we have to change the way that we think. This is our problem. JD, I know you analyze the game and this is what you do, but we have to get uncomfortable for results, right? The Cranky said something a while ago when he was saying that, you know, sometimes we got to get out of our shell, put ourselves in uncomfortable situations. And this is our problem as Jamaicans. We just look at it from a surface value. It's deeper than that. And if the organization is poor, everything will be poor. It won't change. And that's just my 2 cents of it.
Yeah, man, respect and thanks, yeah? I agree with you fully, all right? Fully. And maybe it touch a few people can, because I just saw a clown coming in our chat talking about we chat too much if we're a coach. Oh yes, well I'm doing coaching.
That's fine.
Yeah.
JD,
These are the exact people that keep themselves in depression their entire lives. Yeah man, big up yourself, big boss.
Exactly.
Yeah man.
Same thing, no problem.
Yeah man, big bless up, yeah. So well said, determined. Determined need to call in a little bit more. You know, because I'm not fighting with him anytime. So, guys, based on what I saw, I have like 10 minutes left. Based on what I saw, so send your comments in. I will just use this 10 minutes for you guys in the chat. You get me? Yes, I'm gonna use this 10 minutes for you guys in the chat. So I'm not accepting any more calls at all. All right? Yes. So this is just a 10 minutes to read the comments. Them. That's it. I'm not accepting any call, so hope people listen, because I'm going to reject the call. Yes, out of respect. I'm just telling you, it is for the fans them now, so I can just read it, all right? The man insists. Hi, and remember, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We have nothing to lose in the Venezuela match. Start the game with the adjustments we made in the second half. That's what I think. That's what I think as well. Don't make no. We're speaking English here, English and Creole, my brother. No, Juras, stop spinning narrative. Sometimes I feel like say I try to set me up in them streaming there, Juras. Me honestly believe saying. Yeah, man. Jura, stop me say me not answer the more call. You never call in and me not answer the more call because me just want to give the response to the comments them, Jura. You could have called 2 hours ago. Big boss. Stop the foolishness, man. Sometimes I feel like you set me. No, I know you set me up, you know. I know the one Juras has set me up, people. Juras has set me up, people. The one Juras has tried to set me up. Me say me not take no more call because I don't want to take no more, to give the people them comments some respect. Included yours as well. Jesus God, this man love war. JD, that urgency, Hold on. What Sing said now? What happened to Sing? Let me find Sing's comment. No, Sing. Let me remove that comment. Sorry about that. People, Sing, you can't be disrespecting Jamaica like that, brother. Alright? I never saw the comment. Sing, let go the disrespect of the country, alright? Yeah, man, let go the disrespect for the other country, big boss. Sir P beat Irish Saxon. Bad, you hear? I'm gonna watch it. Someone told me about it. I'm gonna watch it. Alright? Yes, Sing, you can protect Liam Bailey and don't be disrespectful, big boss. Alright, please. Alright, let me stay up on the side of respect. This coach is defending a draw. Comical. The man said this coach is defending a draw. Comical. Oh my god. Alright. I have nothing to say about this game, boss. I need a break from Jamaica football. Not good for my health. Then we have Ian says, I wonder money they pay the ref. Ian, they pay the ref what they need to pay the ref. So what you made of the game yesterday, Ian? You like it? Let me know. You like it and you like what Jamaica did? Because me know you're gonna be happy, you know, in some spurts, but you're gonna still cuss outrighted because that's Ian here. Ian does not gonna come and say, I do like what happened. You know, Ian is gonna beat who he has to beat. Guys, we still need 35 more likes to make 250. Alright? Yeah man, we have only 10 more minutes. In order to like the button, the video, you have to hold down your screen. You're gonna see the like, share, and subscription button becomes visible, and then you can click the like and get us to the destination. All right? Yes, I think that is very much clear, and I would be grateful for that. All right? Jamaica get robbed. All right. Nobody remember the 2-phone man. Why is it? Okay. I thought you guys taught me about the 2-phone man. So it's Liam Bailey. Why don't you guys know I don't follow certain things. I don't know certain things. So you can just stop left me in the dark, man. So it's Liam Bailey you guys call the 2-phone man, right? But that tell you about the kind of people in this country. No wonder why. Okay, damn. Why is it we are here talking about a game, and now we're talking about what's going on in the country? And oh my god, can we not all get along? Damn. Wow. The fights ain't normal. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just trying to find a parking spot because I am going to pick my kid and such. All right. Okay, it's good. I've got a parking spot right at my normal place, so that is very good. So I can take a few more comments right before I close this thing. All right, very good. All right, so let me. All right, I think this is good, so she can come out. All right, Ian says Jamaica grew into the game, but the referee robbed us wickedly. I am here wondering how much money they paid him. Based on what you saw and what a lot of persons said about the other games, Concacaf teams don't get any favorable call because it's not our competition, you know. It's actually South American competition, and maybe it's going to look bad if they get knocked out, or most of their big teams get knocked out. So it's not a good thing if we win the competition. So they just want us to showcase our players and get a few players sold. That's it. But really and truly, they don't necessarily want us to be amongst the elite numbers. All right. So, guys, based on that performance for Jamaica, yeah, man. Because the other day we put Jamaica borderline last because they were the last best team performance. We have not seen the rest, but we saw Mexico. I thought that I saw a Mexico game. Mexico played better than Jamaica in that game against Venezuela. So I still have Mexico ahead of Jamaica, even though they lost the game. Yes, I thought that Mexico had a better tournament than Jamaica. They defeated Jamaica, played better than Jamaica. So we can't say they surpassed past Mexico. I would still put Mexico ahead of Jamaica. But I think that the display that I saw from Jamaica, I think I want to say that they might surpass Panama until Panama can return. Until Panama can return, I will say Jamaica's performance in the second half yesterday showed me enough. I would give it more respect because I don't think Jamaica passed Canada. Because remember, Canada win their game against Peru and they have a very good game against Argentina. All right, so just this second half alone, I think I would give it. Oh, so I think Jamaica is the fifth best performer. No, until Panama plays their game. Until Panama plays their game, because Panama have United States. Panama have United States, so maybe they can take over that spot. So I think Jamaica gets the 5th spot based on what I saw. Father Man said, Father Bling said, easiest way to light the stream is to press the thumb. Press the thumb on the screen under the Imaxit. Okay. Father Minot says, listen how people are talk about advance as we never ever score a goal. Yeah, but that was very much surprising yesterday, you know. When I saw that we never scored a goal before. So I'm saying where this extra confidence comes from. And we never even score in this competition. You know? But maybe that same confidence came. Fatal Flair, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. Maybe that extra confidence came from because we have such of a good team. You know, at least the players them coming in. Matik Edward says the penalty wasn't clear to me. It the dude face, then his arm. A lot of people said so. We just played poorly. We need to stop relying on refs to bail us out. Jamaica can barely put 5 passes together. The second half, they did put 5 passes together. That is definitely true. We can do better with a better coach. I do believe so as well. Real Bala said, not getting that penalty gutted us. That ref should be revealed, relieved of his duty. All right, sorry about that. Father Bling says, the coach a bug about come a Copa for have fun. No, I thought he talked like Copa was very important because he was saying when we had World Cup qualifiers, which that is what he's here for. He said that he's preparing for the Copa, so he can't backtrack now and twist his mouth. He was taking this more serious than even the World Cup qualifiers. Because that's how he talked the last time. So we're not gonna take any other separate story from him, all right? So JD, if we invite any South African team or South American team to the Gold Cup in the future, or ref should ref against them. I think it goes so always. Even in our confed, the bigger teams get preferential treatment. I've watched so much games and these referees are dog crap. Believe me. Madasil, Splat, Kova, Casanova, Algrimson, don't look on those players. He never even talked to them directly like it's his players. He said other people brought them to him. So I can't understand this coach, but him know Kaim Dixon, him know whisper them good. You understand me? So I don't know. The coach is very much confusing, you know. JD, the rest of Concacaf can't wait to play us with Grim in charge. I totally agree with that. And a lot of teams can beat Jamaica with Grimmy in charge. Believe me, a lot of teams. Because I think he makes the games them tougher than what they should actually be. And we can't, it's there. So Demo can't find any mathematics to come and tell me anything different. We are the toughest group. D. Maybe. No, hold on. Let me see. If we have the toughest group, because I don't believe that. I don't fully agree with it at the start. All right, let me look back at it right here. 1 second. All right, guys. Thanks for the likes on the video. Massive respect. All right. I think we are just a little bit out of the actual target, which is 250. 9 away, so that is good. Venezuela, Ecuador, Mexico, Jamaica. 3 of these teams are very good, and then Jamaica in it as well. Yeah, I could see why you said that, but let me look at the other group. Uruguay, USA, Panama, Bolivia. 3 of these teams are very, very good. Then you have Costa Rica, Paraguay, Brazil, Colombia. Brazil, Colombia. That is the next good group as well. I think this group right here, the 2 groups, Group B and Group B, Group B. No. Canada, Chile, Argentina, and Peru ain't an easy group as well. So I'm not jumping to say Jamaica group is, because I think Canada, this group is good just the same and competitive as well. No, JD. The Copa tournament was to get our players a camp to train and get matches. Okay. All right. Thanks, J Black, for the subscription. Massive respect. All right. This group is the easiest. I don't think it's the easiest either. The Emperor. It's not the easiest because Jamaica ain't better than none of these teams in this group. We had said that at the start. They ain't better than them, brother. They ain't better than them at all. All right. Jamaica ain't better than none of the teams. Them. The only thing we could have said going in, we are at least level with Venezuela because we knew we weren't better than Mexico. We knew we weren't better than Mexico, people. None at all. And we knew we weren't better than Ecuador at the start. So I can't put unnecessary pressure on them to say otherwise. All right. Venezuela was the closest we would say. And Venezuela was performing better than Ecuador in their own tournament, which is in South America. So based off that as well tells us. And we were the worst performer as one of the double winners in our World Cup qualifiers, excluding United States, Mexico, and Canada. And we still was one of the worst showing teams. We played with 2 of the easiest opponents. Maybe Dominican Republic a little bit better. But I think Grenada is up there with Dominican Republic as well. But we played Dominica and Dominican Republic, and we were one of the worst. Top performers. We were one of the worst out of that. All right. So that says that Venezuela is not, we are not clear of Venezuela at all. And clearly, Venezuela did something that we can't do, which is beat Mexico. Because we can't. We have to be honest to ourselves. We can't. All right? So, obviously, Mexico was the better team. So, it gives us a little leeway to say that, yeah, if we put our best foot forward, things can happen. All right? We can look the maybe the better of the teams in this game, but I highly doubt that he as well too. I'm just saying, let's go out there and work on some things that you want to work on. You want to put in the next games, which is the World Cup games. That's what I'm telling him to do. So at least we can stop starting from the bottom over and over, you know? Grimmy make every game we play look hard. Facts. JD, we just get robbed. We just get we would get at least a point. David Patterson, I think we got robbed. You could hold that argument, but I'm never sure if we'd have hold on to no point. I am not sure if we'd have hold on to no point. Knowing this coach, I am not sure that we are going to hold on to no point. All right, because they were still creating chances throughout the entire second half, just the same. Go back and watch the game. They were still creating chances, and we are trying to go expansive even more. They would have actually, because the difference is, what you never realize, they drop back, because they were leading the game. So they are setting themselves comfortable to defend, but still counter. That's the type of game they started to play. You understand me? But if we had drew level with them, they would have come back out and play us fire for fire. So people don't put that part in the conversation as well, which I think is kind of disingenuous if we are going to do it like that. You get me? Because they had dropped off just like Mexico when they were leading, because they had something to protect. But they could have come back at us. They still had the better midfield straight throughout. They would have come back, and then we could have seen what level our midfielders truly at. And we maybe would have been more impressed, or maybe would have learned a little bit more to say that this is the distance we are from where we truly want to be. All right, so I am not sure if we draw 2-2, we would have gone on to win it, or we would have gone on to lose it. I think the coach would have to make some decision, and we would have learned more about him, which is good, because we would have learned more if we had level. That's what I would say, because he still had the extra sub, right? So we would have learned more, 100%. That's one thing we can say. This group is our best chance. I don't think so. If we would have been in USA Uruguay group, we're not coming out of that either. So what are you talking about? If we go in a Canada, Argentina group, we're not sure coming out of that either. All right? Because remember that have Peru and that have Chile as well. So if you put Peru in it and just take out Chile, or put Chile in it and put Jamaica and Canada in it, we're not coming out of that either. So the groups, I think everything is balanced, man. Come on, man. Let us stop looking for excuses. Everything is balanced. We get to see our team with bigger teams. We got some positives, we get some negatives as well. So that means the coach have enough time to look at it and correct those negatives. You know, so if we see him still go back with the clear negatives, and we know that we get the opportunity to see the positives and keep on doing this and talking about how he wants more camaraderie in the locker room, then we need to fire him. That's all I'm going to say. If it comes down to that, that's the point that I would say you have to fire him. But for now, we will say give him time to see if he can make the adjustments them like how he saw them now. Let me see if he's going to continue after that, or he's going to try to force back his players back in it because they give him the right vibes. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, so once the coach Fabian, once he goes back to vibes after seeing what he did right here, then I have any one of you guys come and say him out. Me agree with you guys. He should be out 100% because you cannot get the truth and then try to go back to the lie. All right. You cannot get the truth and then go back to lie. JD, this group was the best chance to advance. Well, I don't know. No. I don't know. USA, Panama, and Bolivia group is the easiest. But you Uruguay in that same group. Uruguay in the same group. If you had Uruguay in the same group, you know. Yes. The second half showed that the team can play. Is the coach holding them back? Yes, that's what we're talking about. But remember, it's because he has to put some people on the field. And clearly, when those people persons on the field, it doesn't come off the right way. So that's why we said, give him more time the next game. Then we see if he goes back with the same madness and know that he has the solution. Then we have to start beating him, period. All right? It's still the easiest. Stop spread the vibes narrative. Fan of mine that. The man say what myself, fan of mine that. Fan of mine that. I never, it was not me started that narrative. It's actually people that watches the interview that came in the channel and told me directly, and I watched it myself, So it was not me started the narrative, big boss. JD, it is no longer Reggae Boys. It is the Vibes Boys. All right, this father man had said me start the narrative. Him and Demo, you two police them, man. Jesus God. Latino referees tend to favor fellow CA and SA countries. Okay, nice. Boza was last. Woodburn, that is the truth. But your player that you wanted to come on, you realize that he might not be at this level, which we already knew that. So sometimes, yeah, we can take time and make them grow, So people, I'm not gonna hold you guys too long. I've done my 2 hours. I'm gonna let you guys do your thing, man. All right. So me can't comprehend question. Me watch the interview as well, and miss. Okay. No, nobody never say done. Maybe you just try to find the best answers out of everything, which is that's exactly what you and Dima does. All right. Yes. The guy had said it directly. So don't pretend, don't go in the corner, brother. So you can comprehend, but you're biased in your brain cells them. In which one to activate. So you can comprehend, but you choose not to comprehend exactly what should be activated, sir. All right? Uh, Boza need a club. So politics will start in the next match. Lati perform well in the middle. But when Lati perform poor, uno diss the coach. All right, so people, I'm gonna leave fan of mine that need something to cope from. But thanks very much for the 250 likes. Thanks very much for the support. We don't take your support for granted. We have always done the work, you know. But I can't stay here and fight with fan of mine for the next 8 minutes. Need to prepare my car for the little kid and plan out what I'm gonna do with her for the rest of the day. Damien, just leave football alone, Damien. All right. All right. B.I. Strong said, JD, I am a football novice, and that look like a robbery to me. Yeah, but I think I have no problem if you have it that way. And I would agree with you as well that I think that it should have been a penalty 100%. You know? But I'm not going to say because we would have gotten the penalty and score, we would have drawn the game or won the game. I'm not going to say that because I saw that the next team was creating chances over and over for the entire game. So I wouldn't jump to say that, but we would have had a better chance to get something out of the game. That's where I would stop it because I know that would have been the fact. Because if you're a 2-2, you stand a better chance to get something out of the game. All right. Brian Burke said Lati was great, but he has some D-low moments as well. Yes, man, he's angry. Dean Fraser said, JD, you is the most honest YouTuber by talking the truth. Well, as I've said, I've always classed myself as a Concacaf person. So I'm going to stay at the Concacaf. I'm just a Jamaican. So I give it as I see it, all right? Big Bad Brain Jane come in and says, what is Jamaica without Antonio? Well, last day they said they wanted to start Kaim over Antonio. And I said that is absolute madness. All right. And then one day later, I have been proven correct. All right. All right. So people, take your time, walk safe, and we will link up. All right.